Hello beautiful people, today is bike review day, not this bike, but I will be comparing it to this bike, Honda CL500, my Furiosa. It's my first love bike, 30,000 kilometers for the first year, all terrain, all weather conditions, all seasons. And I have 15 years of mountain biking enduro experience from before. And why I think this is important, like riding a bike versus riding a bike is kind of similar in certain ways, like the balance, the braking, and the edge for me is I have trained brain for unexpected situations. So I don't tend to panic in situations like that. So I can push my bike a little bit harder, maybe. That's it. So let's get to it. Here's the review for the next bike. Surprising moment for me. It depends what kind of video about Moto Guzzi you have seen first. Overall, my feelings from this bike were a disappointment, but what surprised me that after 2 days riding it, I've accepted what it is, how it rides, and that is the key point with this bike, I think. It has opinions how to do stuff, and if you accept it, everything, every last bit, and you like the rest, how it sounds, how it looks, etc. You can put there anything you want. In that case, you can ride Moto Guzzi or buy Moto Guzzi. And since I've accepted it, I'm enjoying it much more. I'm focusing on not downshifting while in curves. I remember that I need to shift at some points sooner than what I would like to, because after that, that's the engine drops power significantly, which is totally awful when you are overtaking a car. But if you know all these things, and if you take care not to forget, if you won't forget doing these mistakes, it's a very characteristic bike with, I would say, enough power for easy rides and occasional burst of power. But the burst of power works only within 2,000 RPMs difference, depending on your gear. Basically, up to 4,000 RPMs, the bike is pretty much dead. That is not very nice. But if you are cruising, enjoying the landscape, chilling on your bike, that's great. I was expecting more torque in lower RPMs on this bike. It's not the case.
the best behavior is between 4 to 5,000 RPMs to 6 to 7, and after 7,000 RPMs the power goes down significantly immediately. The worst speed gear on this bike is the second, because when you are going 90 kilometers per hour, the power drops, and with this gear in those speeds you will be all the time. So overtaking, for instance, when the power drops, is dangerous. This bike is definitely not a beginner bike, as it seemed to me at first. Besides the two main flaws, which is lack of slippery clutch and yeah, this power drop at certain RPMs for every gear. But the worst is second gear. The third one has power drop at I don't know, 130 kilometers per hour, which is much better. And okay, first gear. And the fourth, fifth, they have plenty of space to reach 7,000 RPMs.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave.
O nie. Daniechu. Daniechu, to się, no. Tak byś, czekaj. Weź, nie jest. Hello beautiful people. Today is the day to review Moto Guzzi V7 Sport, and I have so many things to tell about this bike. I have notes on my phone, not to forget anything. I will do the walk around in a separate video. Right now I have 2 days behind me on this bike, so 70 to 800 kilometers, and I'm pretty confident to do the conclusion today. Even I have one more day, day and a half actually, ahead of me, because I don't think 3 days or 4 days are enough to understand this bike, to get familiar with it, unless you've ridden Moto Guzzi before, the V twin engine, which is doing these choppy movements while revving or downshifting. We will get to that definitely. So if something surprises me in the next day and a half, I will add it to this review. But overall, I think I know what I think about this bike, personal, subjective. I was very eager to test Moto Guzzi because of the engine, because of the quirky behavior while revving or downshifting, or even starting the bike is something unique. and that's definitely one of the reasons people are buying those bikes. And as you can see, I have problem keeping eye contact with the camera. I have to look at the bike all the time, because to me personally it is a really good looking bike, and unfortunately for me that's one of the biggest benefits of this bike. I had high expectations of it in terms of the character of the bike, the engine, the sound, and those expectations were not met. Maybe my expectations were wrong, and then the rest of it. So overall, for me, Moto Guzzi is not the bike for me, and we will get to the why. But it is a magnificent bike, and I'm not regretting borrowing this bike. It has tons of character, but the character comes with some flaws. Anyway, I will start checking my notes as I did for the previous bike as well. Handling. Yeah, the first difficult part with this bike, handling. If not for the engine, the handling would be great. But I'm used to shift during curves, downshifting usually, then revving it up. And with a traditional engine on certain bikes, it's not a problem in terms of side movement. The engine always kicks to the right side, so leaning right is better while downshifting. The opposite side is very uncomfortable to me. That's something which punishes you if you don't handle it. And all in all, and maybe you will say I've discovered something new everybody knows already. It's an Italian bike, and it comes with its quirks, perks, somebody could say flaws. Somebody is buying those bikes because of those flaws, because you need to learn how to ride this bike. And if you want to ride it hard and you will do mistakes, it will punish you. And I don't want to be punished while riding. I want to enjoy it, and if I will make a mistake, I don't want to regret it and fear. I wanted to say fear for my life. That wasn't the case, but yeah, feel afraid that something happens, that I won't make a curve and I will be pulled out of it. Yeah, anyway, so the bike is easy to handle if you know what you are doing and you are not shifting in the curves. Besides that, it's perfect. Not as nimble as Furiosa, for instance, but that's to be expected, I guess. Power and acceleration. I didn't have high expectation for air-cooled engine, even though it's 850. It has only 49 kilowatts compared to 35 on my Furiosa. So it is definitely more powerful. It accelerates faster, but no emotions out of it for me. As you can see in my previous video, Yamaha XSR 900, I was screaming with joy all the time. Not on this bike. Brakes. Brakes are perfect. Nothing else to say about it. Like the brakes are an overkill for what this bike can do in terms of power and acceleration, I would say. But I do like powerful brakes, so that's definitely a plus. Suspension and together brakes and suspension, if they are great, that's a very important part of any bike review. The suspension is much better than I expected for a bike at this price. It's quite a cheap bike, at least in my opinion. And the suspension is really good. Maybe that's the V7 Sport version. I'm not sure, and I won't be checking it. You can check it for yourself. What I would expect is that the suspension on the Sport version is firmer. So if that's the case, I would choose a different V7. For instance, the Stone Special Edition, black color with some small red parts here and there. Also with the Aero exhaust pipes, but I will get to that in the sound section. Ergonomy and comfort, very comfortable bike, like the best for me so far. I can imagine riding 400-500 kilometers per day on this bike every day in a week, and it would be great. The sitting position is something between Honda CL500 and Yamaha XSR 900. More towards seated position than being bent over. So it is comfortable, very comfortable, I would say. If it would be my bike, I would do something with the handlebars so they are closer to me, but that's my 178 centimeters, 5'10", and my specific length of arms. Nothing to do with the review. You can sort it out very cheaply and easily, replacing the handlebars or extending the middle part, whatever it's called. So ergonomy and comfort, great. I wasn't expecting that, I have to say. Sound. My highest expectations from this bike was sound of the engine. The sound of the engine would be the only reason I would buy this bike, and it's good, but not great. But that's not a negative aspect of this review. Like buying new exhaust pipes is so easy, and everybody does it usually as the first thing on any new bike. So that's not an argument for the review. I just would like to enjoy the sound of the engine much more than with these stock pipes. Fuel consumption. I wasn't checking if there is any other setting on the dashboard, but I don't know if that's some Italian thing or whatever, but it says number of kilometers per liter, and I can't count with that. Anyway, the fuel capacity is 300 kilometers plus from gas station to gas station, which is absolutely amazing. From that point of view, the bike doesn't take too much fuel. If you want, make the count. It's not important for me. My assumption, it would be between 4 and 5 liters, 400 kilometers. Scrambling potential. I have this category because that's my thing, and obviously no. And the looks, subjective. Besides the color, for me, it's one of the best looking bikes you can buy. And I don't know, the looks is subjective. I was wondering who is the buyer of this bike, and I think it's someone who doesn't want to ride too fast or dynamic, who is comfortable with shifting prior to a curve and shifting again after the curve, because that's the right way how to ride a bike, or old school way. I don't care how we will name it, or someone who has really big balls to do it in higher speeds, in bigger lean angles, because the chopping movement to the right side is so uncomfortable to me. It feels like the bike is slipping underneath you, and you don't want that when you are riding like 100 kilometers per hour, 60 miles per hour or something like that, bent in a curve, and then the bike does in the most uncomfortable situation. So definitely not bike for me. I'm very curious how the BMW R9T will behave, but because basically this behavior of the engine could be expected from that as well. I'm 100% sure it will be there, but I'm curious how different will be. Like, would it be softer or harder? That's something I'm interested in. Also, I think this bike is for a gentleman, and I'm not a gentleman. This is a sport version, but it's not a sports bike at all. It's a gentleman's bike where you cruise very comfortably. The bike doesn't invite you to move faster because the bike can't do it. It's a weird thing with the RPMs. Like, there is a sweet spot where the bike has the best acceleration, no matter what gear you are, besides first and second, let's say. But the second is there already, I think. Like, between 4 to 5,000 RPMs, it's the best. But after 5, the dash signals to shift to another gear, which is totally annoying, and I hope it's possible to cancel it, remove it, because yeah, it's constantly flashing at you. And if you do 7,000 out of the 8 RPMs and more, the engine loses power, which is totally uncomfortable when you are overtaking a car and suddenly in the middle of the overtake, where you are side by side, the engine is giving you less power. It's really insane. So you have to be comfortable with that. Basically, you want to just cruise and look around and enjoy the sound of the bike, enjoy how people react to this bike, because it's pretty unique and you won't see as many Guzzis on the roads. Someone who likes the history of it, the fact they are handmade up to this day, mainly, but it's not important for me. I want to ride a bike, I want to feel comfortable and safe, and I want to shred it, and I can't do it on this bike. And I definitely forgot something, but I don't know what. I will try to look around to refresh my mind if there is something worth mentioning. I would probably emphasize the seat. It is really comfortable, and you can sit close to the tank if you want, which is better for quicker and more comfortable flickability of the bike. But you can sit in here and you stay at that position. You won't go lower. So that's a very good perk of this bike, I would say. Seats are usually terrible. This is great. Yes, I know. One of the biggest surprises I was expecting. I was expecting that the bike will overheat. Like today, it was a very hot day. Tomorrow, it should be even worse. And air-cooled engine, I was thinking that it will be really hot, and it isn't. I don't know how they've done it. Somebody else will tell you. I don't care. I care that it doesn't do it, which most of the air-cooled engines do. So that's really great. Yeah, some ride modes. I was on sport all the time. I was thinking it would be a perfect first bike until I realized that the choppiness from side to side is definitely not for a beginner. I think it would disrupt even a skilled rider who never ridden this Guzzi V7 or a Boxer from BMW. So not a beginner bike at all to me. In terms of power, yes. In terms of the side choppiness, no. This is it. I will add anything I forgot today, if that's the case. And yeah, see you in the next bit. Hi guys, it's time for a walk around. I really don't know what to say anymore about this bike. I think I've said everything. The 2 calipers Brembo brakes for the sport version. Very good brakes. They bite really well. I was trying to find out if there's an option to hit only this light, but I didn't figure it out. That's totally unimportant for me. The rear mirrors, which are working like that, being outwards for daily work in a traffic, I would turn them the other way around. I have OCD for symmetry, so this is the perfect bike. Like the engine obviously is arguably one of the best looking engines out there, still produced today. Exhaust pipes on both sides. Yeah, the tank thingy. It's very cool. It's different, but you have to put the key there, unscrew it, and put it in here, for instance, when you are taking gas. And I would sacrifice the coolness and have it the standard way, because it happened to me that I forgot I have it via the dashboard once on a gas station. It's definitely not practical. I like the springs on this bike. They really look very solid, and they are pretty tight, pretty strong. this thingy. I've slept only 2 hours, sorry. Drive shaft, obviously. Yeah, this is a small detail. I have high boots. Usually I'm wearing high boots, and this is the setup for raising the clutch. It's almost on the minimum and it's not ideal, but it's okay. So some smaller shoes are much better for this bike. I would probably try to find out a better solution for this. It's very high rubber, and it's okay, but I'm used to rally packs, so I would try to find out something like that for this bike as well. Seat, yeah, the dashboard being on left side, I've talked about it in the first impression video. The only argument why this could be good is if you would have phone somewhere here, which would be, I don't know, hard to do, I guess. Yeah, from here somehow, but the phone would be here, the dash would be behind it. I don't like it. Like, if I wouldn't have any phone holder, I would like this to be centered, but who cares? Small detail. The clutch lever and brake lever, I'm glad they are black, otherwise they are the cheapest ones. And a big disadvantage for the clutch is that if you want to shift correctly, you need to squeeze it up to the handlebar, which means using all 4 fingers, and I don't like that. When I was riding in higher speeds, I was having 2 fingers in here anyway, and it kind of worked, but this is not ideal. But again, this is a small detail, it can be adjusted somehow. Yeah, so the best part about this bike, sound of the engine, the exhaust pipes, so let's do it.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave.
Yeah. Okay, I've done neutral from second gear on first try. That's a first. Okay, I'm thinking how to do it. I will try something like this. The sound of the engine is just perfect. I would add different exhaust pipes, so the sound from exhaust will be louder, richer, more grumpier, more grumbling. That will be definitely my thing. Try to rev it, and you can see how the bike moves. Pretty good, I would say. Pretty good. So I will keep it going because I will head to the rental to take it back. Yeah, we could try the headlights. Sure. So no middle part, just standard and long beam. Okay guys, see you in the next bit.
And that was it. It was a beautiful ride, beautiful experience. I'm very glad I can afford borrowing one bike per month. And hopefully I will be able to until autumn, let's say. In winter it wouldn't make much sense. Moto Guzzi is definitely a motorbike I won't forget easily. For the good things as well for the bad things. Next time I will be reviewing BMW R9T Scrambler. I'm looking forward to that. Direct comparison to this V-twin engine is something I'm most curious about, because the quirks of those engines should be the same, more or less, and I'm curious how the BMW deals with this engine quirkiness. I would expect that on the BMW there will be a slippery clutch, so for that reason it might be completely okay. But I'm sure that the side movement of the engine valves will be there present, because that's one of the key selling point for some of the people who buy Guzzis or BMWs. Have a nice summer, and check out my next videos. Also, for the second time on my channel, please consider subscribing. Eventually it will help me create better content for you. It will help me buy different motorbikes, etc. I'm close to the correct numbers in terms of views for monetization, but I have very few subscribers, and without those I won't be able to monetize my channel, and without monetization of my channel I will have less interesting content possibly. And by content I mean mainly borrowing bikes. I'm thinking about buying a drone and doing some nice footage from the drone. So subscribe, buy it, and stay true.